Hey everyone. Well, as you can see, I'm not down at the boat. I'm over at the Vancouver Rowing Club. It was so nice and calm out this morning that I thought I should get out and do something. And I had some paperwork to sign at the rowing club for my annual dues. So I thought I may as well come down here and shoot a little video for you. You might remember that this is the location where Mads and I started from for the Cruising Canada series. And Mads had never been to Vancouver before, so seeing downtown and the waterfront was quite a nice treat for him, and it was fun for me to be able to show him downtown Vancouver. You might be wondering why a sailor belongs to the Vancouver Rowing Club, because it sounds like a rowing club, which it is, but there are 4 sections, and one of them is rowing, obviously, and there is field hockey, rugby, and yachting. So obviously I belong to the yachting section. The Vancouver Rowing Club is in Stanley Park at Cole Harbour and is pretty much right downtown Vancouver. Originally formed in 1886 as the Vancouver Boating Club, the first clubhouse was built 1 year later, and in 1890 one of the city's earliest athletic rivalries began when the Burrard Inlet Rowing Club built its headquarters just west of the boating club. Cole Harbour became the scene of many colorful rowing regattas, and on April 1st, 1899, the 2 rival clubs amalgamated to form the Vancouver Rowing Club. The Vancouver Boating Club was the more senior of the 2 clubs, having been formed in 1886, which happened to be the same year of Vancouver's incorporation as a city. This year is reflected by being emblazoned on our club crest. Both founding clubs had floating clubhouses, and in 1905 saw these moored at the foot of Butte Street. As the railroad required this site for an extension of the wharf, the club approached the city with a view to obtaining a suitable alternative site. 2 sites were offered, one at the foot of Denman Street, and the other was Lot 14, Park Bridge. Lot 14 was described as in Stanley Park, just past the bridge, below the Bear Pit. The club held a special general meeting to choose a site, and on June 20th, 1905, a tug towed over the houses and floats to Lot 14, the site that we still occupy today. In 1910, a decision was made to erect a new clubhouse. The present Heritage Building in Stanley Park was officially opened on September 9th, 1911. The club faced a deficit at the end of 1932, due to exceptional expenses that year. This included the construction of new mooring floats for the club's yachtsmen, who, in this year, formed themselves into the Burrard Yacht Club. 1976 was one of the club's darkest years. A split had developed between the Vancouver Rowing Club and the Burrard Yacht Club over finances. This culminated into a lawsuit that was resolved in June of 1976 with the BC Supreme Court Justice Mackenzie ruling in the club's favour. The Burrard Yacht Club shortly after obtained new facilities in North Vancouver, where it still resides today. The club installed a new network of floats, and these were soon occupied by the Vancouver Rowing Club's yachting section, as we know it today, which came into being in 1978. Through the late 70s and into the 80s, the yachting section continued to grow. As the club heads into its 2nd century, it appears to be in good hands. Sections are healthy, if not expanding. Field hockey has had league championship men's and women's teams in recent years and continues to have teams place well every year. Our yachters continue to be well represented in local races and post excellent results in local and international racing. Rugby continues to field a highly competitive team, and rowing continues its commitment to both introducing public to the sport and taking them to their highest potential. You may have noticed in the previous clips a red tower. And no, the yachting section doesn't have a diving club. That is actually a mast tower. And yachting members can book the tower to do maintenance on their masts or even pull the mast. Another thing the club offers are 2 tidal grids, as you can see here. Of course, having a wood shop is a really nice feature. And if you have some repairs to do or need to fabricate something out of wood, they have all the tools and machines here that are available. to the yachting members. One of the things I love about being down on the docks is that you can look to the north and it appears that you're in this pristine wilderness location, and you just turn 180 degrees to the south and you're looking at downtown Vancouver, a beautiful waterfront city. The club has a little fitness area, and as many of you know, I love working out, which started back in my early 20s, and I think it had something to do with going through chemotherapy for several years in my late teens and wanting to be in really good shape once I finished that treatment. And just like that, the day was coming to an end, so it was time to start thinking about going home. I hope you guys all enjoyed learning a little bit about the Vancouver Rowing Club, and we'll see you on the next video.